Kerie's Quick Tarot. So I'm going to just kind of move this reading as I'm inspired. All right, so whoever's tuning in, thank you so much for the moments that you decide to share here with me. And if you like this video at all, at any point in time, consider giving it a like, a share, a comment, and a subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I would really appreciate it. And for a comment, you don't even have to say much. An emoji is sufficient. That's, that's enough. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to start. But before I do, I want to cleanse the energy in my space, and I have something that I would like to share. So let's cleanse the energy, and I'm going to ring my bell. So if you have any sensitivities to sound, you might want to turn this down just a little bit. Otherwise, and what does this do? This helps clear the energy in my space. Okay? And yours if you would like to receive that energetic clearing. Okay. It's all based on what you want. Okay? I'm going to start this reading off with something that I was inspired to write, and I will show it to you. And I'm going to read this. And it says, I do not consent to the stalking or monitoring of me or my children. I do not consent to any insurance policies of any kind taken out on me or any of my children without my consent, and I have not given consent. I do not consent to anyone copying my energy or my likeness. If you would like to support me in my efforts, purchase something from my website. Okay, and my website is at legacykeywave.com. I may say this again later on at the end. All right, so let's see what's going on in the energy, what it is that I am to pay attention to in order to relate to whoever's going to be tuning into this message. Today's date today is August the 23rd, 2025, according to, the current calendar that I am looking at today. We've got some interesting energy on the bottom of the deck, and as I have split the deck. So we've got a Five of Pentacles energy, and we also have Knight of Pentacles energy. So Five of Pentacles energy kind of suggesting that perhaps someone may be going through or may have gone through a tough time. And perhaps, there's someone that has observed that and might want to offer something. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to put those cards back. Let's see. And thanks for everyone who is tuning in. All right. And I see, I just split the deck again, and there's this Tower energy. Okay. So this is some heavy energy going on right now. Just in this, I'm just shuffling. But let's see what is going on. And then we also have the Six of Wands card, so kind of suggesting a celebration of sorts. Okay, so we've got someone in a energy where they are kind of like maybe losing some things, and then we've got someone in an energy where they're being celebrated. So let's see what's going on here. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me, please help guide this message. Thank you. For whoever's going to be tuning in. Okay, we've got a couple of cards that kind of flip, and then we've got this one over here as well. This is face down, so I'll pull that one last. Let's see what's going on. What's this current message? All right. So we've got this Hermit energy, okay? Hermit energy. This is someone who kind of has been in a bit of a state of keeping to themselves, okay? someone who may have been in a bit of a contemplation, or maybe you might find yourself going into like a contemplation mode, whoever's resonating with this message. Okay, so perhaps you're finding yourself kind of like needing to just kind of take a pause and kind of assess or evaluate whatever might be going on in your life. Okay, then we've got this star energy. Okay, this star energy, this is someone who is confident, someone who is abundant, someone who has a lot of creativity, someone who has enough abundance that they can offer to others, share with others. Okay, so perhaps you might be finding yourself in this star energy and in a bit of a hermit status. Okay, and I have my book here because I like giving additional adjectives, so I think I will do that in a bit, but let's just kind of see how this is flowing. So we've got this hermit energy, so maybe, you know, whoever's resonating with this message, perhaps you've been kind of to yourself. You know, a lot of times we can be out and about amongst, you know, in public and doing a lot, and sometimes it's okay to then just kind of go into a bit of a mode where you're just kind of to yourself. Sometimes you can operate more efficiently when you take a pause to kind of go into a bit of a, the word seclusion is coming to me, or reclusive. So maybe you might be feeling like you just kind of want to get away from a scene of sorts. And, you know, you perhaps being in this star energy, resonating in that type of a space, you know, maybe you just kind of need a break of sorts. And then we've got this Three of Wands card, Wands, creativity. So if I look at this, in front of this person standing here, we've got this land, okay? We've got this space, and they're kind of looking at it, and it's kind of like, okay, what are they going to do with it? What is this creative energy going to do with what's ahead of them? And then we've got this Three of Cups, cups symbolizing emotions. You know, sometimes this card can represent some type of a celebration. So who's celebrating is the question. Is it the star energy that's celebrating an opportunity to kind of move forward, even though they have to do, you know, they have to participate in whatever the creation of whatever could be in front of them might be? So is that something to celebrate? And then we've got this Chariot card. This Chariot can symbolize balance, can symbolize someone kind of ready to make a move of some sort, someone ready to kind of like push forward. And this is the card that came out kind of face down. And it's a King of Pentacles card. All right, so King of Pentacles, this is someone who's kind of like a boss figure, someone who is in business, someone who has a lot of resources, someone who has the ability to, you know, make some power moves. All right, so let's look at this. So the question I have right now is, with it starting out in Hermit, is this King of Pentacles energy, this star energy that has all of this opportunity in front of them? You know, even though it doesn't look like it. I mean, there's a landscape, okay? So, but there's nothing there's nothing there. So it's kind of like they really have to figure some things out, use their creativity, wands representing kind of like creativity and fortitude and willpower to kind of like push through whatever a situation might be. Perhaps they have to really figure something out. So, you know, whoever's resonating with this, you know, maybe in order to really figure whatever this thing is out in your experience, perhaps going into a, you know, secluded state of mind can be what is most beneficial for you in order for you to really come up with a plan. Because it seems that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You're in a position where, you know, you've been celebrated. Perhaps you're being celebrated. You have the ability to move forward. And you have all of these skills. So the question is, what are you going to do with what's ahead of you? I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see. And thanks for whoever's tuning in. Source, higher self, spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me, please help guide this message for whoever is tuning in, whoever it's resonating for. Thank you. So we've got this star energy who's being celebrated. They have some opportunities in order to move forward. They've got some, you know, they've got a team. I'll look at this as a team. They've got a team on deck to help push them through. And they've even got the financial backing. So what's next? What's next? What should this energy be made aware of? Thank you. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, angels of the highest vibration. Okay. So we've got a couple of cards that have come out with that. Okay. So we've got, this is kind of like sometimes referred to as like a privileged lady. Okay. So perhaps there's someone that you're looking to connect with or maybe have connected with, but there's someone who maybe, when I look at this and then I look at this, perhaps you have somewhat of a match of someone that you're looking at, or I'm looking at this image and I'm thinking perhaps you want this energy to look at you. Because right now it seems that this energy is quite satisfied with what the abundance is that they have, you know, in their life right now. So, what is this saying? And then we've got justice. So perhaps this is justice. Perhaps this is some sort of a reward of sorts for this King of Pentacles energy, who's also in the star energy, who's celebrating a new beginning of sorts, even though it has to kind of like, he has to put in some work in order to really turn it into something. He has a team, and now perhaps he has a companion of sorts, or someone that he'd like to be a companion. And that's justice for this Emperor energy. Okay, so perhaps this Emperor energy, this King of Pentacles, and this star is the same person. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. So, Oh, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Fool card. So, a brand new beginning. A brand new beginning. And optimism seems to be ahead for whoever's resonating with this message. And I think I'm going to leave that there. I mean, I can keep pulling cards, but that's kind of where I'm going to leave this right now. I'm going to go live again in a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to do this particular reading. I'll recap, okay? So we've got someone in hermit mode, or maybe it's suggested that someone go into hermit mode. Hermit mode. I'm going to look that up for you. I like adjectives, and I'm looking it up through this book here, the Tarot Bible, which is a good reference book for this, for tarot. Well, I found it to be a good reference book. Let's see. Let me find it. And if you're looking for some reference materials for your spiritual journey, consider visiting my website at legacykeyleaf.com. I have all types of amazing tools and resources there for your spiritual journey. All right, so the Hermit. Let's look at this. Detachment, withdrawal. So yeah, kind of secluding. Search for inner wisdom. Looking for direction or guidance. So it's kind of like going within and really trying to get some direction. Okay? The Hermit represents the most secretive part of ourselves. When you draw the Hermit as a You Now card, it reflects your need to look within for answers, to do some soul searching, or to take a break from the rat race or other people's opinions and formulate your own. All right. I just wanted a little clarity on that. Okay, so as you look for some direction, you know, got this star energy who's being celebrated. There's a lot on the horizon that can be created, a lot to look forward to. Some fast, quick movement forward. You have a team. You've got some folks with some resources. And it seems that you may have I was about to say a comrade, a partner, okay? And that could be justice for this Emperor energy who's looking to just have a new start, an optimistic approach towards a new beginning. So, if that's you, that resonates with you, then, you know, hopefully this message was helpful. Okay, and if so, consider giving it a thumbs up, which is a like. Comment. You don't even have to say much. Even an emoji is sufficient. Share it. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to my channel. All right, so I'll be back. I'm going to do another reading in just a couple of minutes. But thank you for your time. I'm Kerie Crystal Moonrise. And at the start of this reading, I read something that I have been guided to put together. So I'm going to read that again. Okay, this is what I wrote. And it says, I do not consent to the stalking or monitoring of me or my children. I do not consent to any insurance policies of any kind taken out on me or any of my children without my consent, and I have not given consent. I do not consent to anyone copying my energy or my likeness. If you would like to support me in my efforts, purchase something from my website at legacykeyleaf.com. All right, so thank you so much for your time. I'm Kerie Crystal Moonrise. Check out my song on the music streaming platforms. It's called Feels Good by Kerie. And I'll see you when I see you. I'll be back in a couple of minutes to do another reading. Let's see what other messages might be coming out for whoever it may resonate with. And this video is for entertainment purposes. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll see ya. Bye.